tip. I'm so excited.
But let's keep it together. At least until the first death.
I hope your front door is locked and your phone is switched off. It's match time. And nothing can come in the way of a head coach and his Blood Bowl.
Alright, so we're playing the Morningwood versus the Marienburg Martyrs. Let's do it. Right, so pretty generic team on both sides. Rautanaama has got an ogre, 4 blitzers, 3 rerolls, and no Apo then, right? Nope. He's got a catcher and a thrower. And I've got 2 dancers and a catcher and 2 rerolls. No Apo. He won the toss. In the rain, I could see him choosing to kick. Glad to be facing the humans early, since they're a race that tends to get tackle a lot. They're pseudo-official, Nanto. They are accepted by the NAF, which until recently was as official as it gets, because Games Workshop dropped their support. But now they're now that Games Workshop's getting back into things, that's no longer the case. Okay, he's choosing to kick. Well, that kind of makes sense. Carrying with the catcher, I suppose. A Mage Priest big guy, that's nice. Yeah, that's cool. Currently, there is only the Nurgle in official Blood Bowl, but there is there is a Khorne roster in Blood Bowl 1, and there have been rumors of a Slaanesh roster at some point, but I wouldn't hold my breath. Rain is annoying. Catcher is going to do the pickup. We're going to blitz there. Do I want to block here? You know what? I do. So this is risky because it puts the dancer there. I'm just going to take the risk instead with the lineman. Even though dodging out is easier with the dancer, doing it with the lineman lets me... So 2 die there, 2 die there. Blitz there. Keep the dancer as something of a safety. That's not a 2 die until you put an assist there, though, you idiot. And you don't want to lead with that either, so it's going to be this guy then. 2 die here. Then if it's a knockdown, he gets 2 dice as well. Or you can blitz there, you can get out there. This is better. Yeah, whatever. Doesn't really matter that much. Right, here we go. Orca Cola Cup 2. First match in the new Blood Bowl 2 League. High kick. Right. I actually get to use my catch skill, maybe, because this is a 4+ now. There we go. Catch does it. Splendid. Right, no frenzy to deal with. Both down doesn't even hurt me here, so this is pretty safe. There we go. Got my POW in. Splendid. And get to where I'm safe from being blitzed myself. Now this becomes a decent spot. Yes, run, you catcher, run. Here's good. Here's good if things go completely to shit. want to screen this off a little bit for now. Let's see some 2-die action. Yep, splendid. He goes there. He can be here for now. So we've got 2 dice here. Well, that's good enough. If I fail this dodge, am I in a lot of trouble? Not really, so I can just make it now. I kind of prefer here, that way you can't mark 3 guys with the ogre. Yep. Reasonable first turn. Not too much going on just yet, but early days. Early days. Thanks, Phyrexian. It was suggested to me by a viewer for my oh, that's nice. For my elf team in the Scooter League, but that league ceased to be. Which is why I figured I could recycle the name. And then later someone pointed out that Lupak apparently stole it, or the viewer stole it from Lupak, I don't know, whatever. Thanks for the follow, Phyrexian. Right. Yeah. Block is good enough to do this. And Armor 7 is good enough not to be bothered by it. That's not a very surfable spot. But we can blitz him. Maybe block him some more. Less so now. Armor 8 on human catchers, so OP. Right, so in order to get 2 dice here, that would be quite a lot of work. Might not be worth it. Let's blitz that guy then. If this goes wrong, is it a problem? Not really. Kinda-ish, maybe. Nope, it does not go wrong, far from it. Put him there. Even though he doesn't have tackle, I'm not too eager to get my dancers blitz just yet, so let's go here, and then there. Don't want to get blitzed into the ogre either. Hi there, Random Maximus. Thanks for following. So this is a decent spot. Could do that, but I'd have to dodge out first. Let's get spread out a little bit. This feels fairly safe. This not so much, so let's put him there. So I'm trying to get spread out enough that even that the ogre doesn't have a good spot where he marks multiple of my guys. Right, I don't really feel like staying connected here, which is why I'm going to do this dodge before that one. That way, if it fails, I don't reroll and I give up fewer blocks than I would otherwise. Splendid. Splendid, this. Don't follow that up. Same logic here. Dodging out the standing guy before the prone guy, because this way, if I don't reroll it, at least I don't give up multiple blocks. Alright. Not that much progress, but at least we still have 11 players. And yeah, that's kind of good. Stunned anyway, yeah, well, it happens, you know. Yeah, so this is I'm really excited that both Orca Cola and UKBBL are finally making the move over to Blood Bowl 2. I think their Blood Bowl 1 leagues also pretty much dried up. At least I know for UKBBL that they've got like 140 people in Blood Bowl 2 and maybe 30 left in Blood Bowl 1. So it looks like a real migration and not just a split of the player base mostly. And I think it's great. I think it's these are long-term established leagues that that bring a lot of experience with them, both in terms of league management and in terms of coaching. So it's nice to see these people move over. Yeah. So the rain makes passing plays and handoff plays riskier, of course. So if we can do without those, that would be great. I need a "that would be great" sound effect, don't I? Kind of do. Armor 8. I'm not sure how I feel about the 60k rule versus the Armor 8 rule. So UKBBL is very focused on European time zones. Well, UK time zones, but close enough, right? The OCC is technically UK time zones, but not so much. Like, for instance, this match, my opponent couldn't make Euro evenings, which is why I was able to make this afternoon work. I also had other plans, but those didn't work out. Okay, so we get relative safety there. Then we can block there, blitz there. Yeah, I like this. So here helps a bit in case stuff goes wrong. He's in a kind of a decent spot. He forces him to keep a couple of guys down here in case I decide to go that way. Knockdown there would have been nice, because now I'm giving up a block. Could have blitzed him otherwise. So that means you're going to go here. What's that? Oh, that's nice. Good stun here. So now I could put 2 assists on this guy and actually block him. I think that's fairly sensible. It does mean exposing my dancer a bit. But, yeah, you're not going to keep them hidden forever, and he doesn't have tackle. It also means tagging this guy, which is nice. Also means giving up a bit of a shot there, though. Might have to GFI that in a moment. It's actually much less of a shot now. I think this is worth a GFI here, just to make sure he can't do a 3+2, a 3+ there. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, and another dodge, that's good. Splendid. In theory, he could surf this. Let's go here. Yeah, this is nice. I like it there. Hi there, the spider. Yeah, very happy to be in OCC 2. Nice to have these really big leagues moving over. So Ogre could be a serious annoyance now. This stunt guy is helpful. Not too much happening, but you know, I'm Wood Elves, I'm sort of in control. I've got 11 players and 2 rerolls still. This could be worse. This could be far worse. Low TV matches are potentially fun. I find that they're too often determined by dice. That's the problem I had with the World Cup's format. Yeah, this is well done on his part. I would have followed that up for a 3-die personally. I don't think that's Prime that you're talking about, Monkaji. I think that's the other thing. What's it called? Turbo or something? Oh, doesn't need the 3-die. 2-die will do. Skitsudio, mighty blow to the face, and he's knocked out. Could be worse. Okay. So, Blitz on the Dancer then? No, wait, that's not a 2-die. That's a 1-die. Not punished. Could have been 2 if he assisted from there. Alright, what do we got? Changing sides again. So humans are fast enough to kind of keep up with this kind of thing. Do I have enough people for a sideline cage? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not good enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only on a power of both down. Is it good enough? You can go there. You can go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Almost. Almost. Is that worth it? Not really. These guys are far too stuck and it's a bit early. Let's not go for the sideline cage option. Let's go for the fallback option. Switch things up a little bit. You can do it without a GFI. Or without a dodge, rather, because I wouldn't GFI that, of course. Yeah, no need. You can just go here. Splendid. Not so splendid. But at least my dancer is already in a spot where he protects the setup. Can't quite get him safe there. These two can get out. Yeah, let's not give the ogre too much movement range here. Hey there, beachside bro. Welcome. Thanks for joining in. Alright, so we've got a dodge out here. Decent. Nope, not so decent. But at least this guy is not up. Oh, just a stun on Bean Chilla there. Yeah, it's always nice when you're streaming at unusual times that people who've been watching on YouTube for ages get to tune in sometimes, because, you know, usually I'm online Euro evenings, and that's not now. I will be online tonight as well. Gonna be playing my G-Man game, round 7, maybe? Yeah. Going pretty well. Building my chaos into proper killers. So this is a relatively uneventful game so far. I'm being pretty cautious. So is he. We're hi there, Ether Cuckoo. We're both still, you know, testing the waters a bit. I had an option to go past him there, but I decided that it was a bit early and not quite safe, and I felt like I could get a better option at some point. Yeah, I did give him a good spot for his ogre here, and that's a pity. This is not the teaching game, Diog. The teaching game actually didn't happen because Snowto didn't show up, which is a bit of a shame, you know, because I took the afternoon off to do that. So yeah, that's a lesson for me, I guess. That I shouldn't agree to these things unless they're paid in advance or something, and probably that I shouldn't be taking time off work to do them either. That's definitely something we're gonna have to talk about, Diog. Alright, so this means I'm not blocking the ogre, which means I'm going to have to be dodging out there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's good enough for a sideline cage. But do we want to go there? So the dancer... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, it's iffy. He's got just enough control that I don't really want to go for that option. What's the dancer? What's the lone dancer? This is good. This actually could create an opening. And it's not a POW. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, you can still move elsewhere if he wants to. Yeah, that's the idea. But the lesson is rather tailored to the individual team and the individual coach and his game style, of course. Right. So I think the plan is you go run over there and be a threat. 2, 4, 6. I can spare him. 6, 7, 8. Perfect. I'll put him there. Let's get you here. Get you there. Get you there. Oh, this is not exactly safe, is it? You get... Oh. That's not snakes. Excellent. Alright, splendid. But because this isn't safe, that means... Ah! Dude! Come on! Kill it anyway. Nope. Denied. That means this has to be a rerolled now, which is a bit of an annoyance. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't have to be rerolled. There looks excellent right now. Oh, and another good dodge. So this gives me control over this area. Oh, well, fair enough, fair enough. 2 rerolls, 3 turns after this. I think I'm good. Yeah, no, I mean, teaching games are useful for anyone watching. That's definitely true. I have a playlist on YouTube with some teaching games against Zacharel as well. I think one just went online today, actually. And the game or games against Snow Toad are also going to be on YouTube. So anyone can learn from that, right? And I think that's splendid. But if you want individual teaching, then yes, that's also possible, but there is a fee. So 3 turns means I do need to get a bit of a move on. Ah, thanks, Andy. Higher level teaching games, pro tactics. I could do that. But I think that's probably better to do in a specific series that we kind of tailor to it, rather than just going for a match and seeing what happens. I mean, I discuss higher value stuff. I mean, there's brilliant chain pushing and surfing and stuff in various videos, and yeah, I would kind of need to collect those in some way or stage them. That's the way I think I could do this. Well, not suffering too much damage is kind of helping me here. I still don't have brilliant control of the pitch, but I think you know, the humans are pretty spread out by now, and I've still got a lot of movement range, basically. Right, so he blitzes this guy. That makes sense, because he can get him stuck. Can't really get these guys stuck, either. Oh, and he's fine. Armor 7, best armor. Yeah, so the ogre is in an annoying spot. And I'm not going to blitz the catcher with the dancer, but I've got a ton of movement range here, so the question is what to blitz, then. What to blitz? This guy can just get out, this guy can just get out. I've got 2 rerolls for 3 turns. I can get quite far there, but this guy is potentially a problem. Let's see, 2... He can get 2, 4, 6, 8 there. That would mean him going here. Him going there. I'm going there. Actually, that's wrong because I would be in my own way, so let's not do that in that incorrect order. Brilliant. Still not exactly safe though, because this corner is open. I think blitzing him is probably pretty decent. Don't mind standing up here, actually. Let's do that. Ogre doesn't have guard yet, of course, which helps me a bunch. Oh, that's unfortunate. Here. And then dodge out and go there. Oh, not snakes. Brilliant. This is risky enough, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 go, that I would be willing to reroll this dodge. But there is no need. No need at all. Since I've got 2 rerolls in 3 turns, I would be willing to reroll this one. Also no need. Splendid. And I guess this is a nice spot as well. Oh, so I made the 3 and I failed at 2. I think this is worth rerolling because it helps me screen there quite a bit. If I failed the 3, I wouldn't have rerolled, but now I can roll Snake Eyes.
Snake, what happened? Snake! Snake!
So 2 more turns. Getting this guy here would have helped a ton. So this is a gap, right? And I would have really liked to have this guy here, or maybe even there. Here would have been splendid, actually. Here would have been perfect, worth rerolling for. But no, alas. Because then he'd have to block this guy out the way to really get in my way. And that means assisting with 2 guys on the catcher, and that would have prevented these guys from pouring through there. And now I'm a bit more at his mercy. Yeah. Then again, I did succeed a bunch of rolls already, including a 3+ there. It is now 4:45, Andy. 4:45. PM. Ah, yes, thank you, Monkachi. Brilliant. Maybe it would have been wise to eat breakfast today at some point. He could potentially make this fairly difficult for me. Yeah, Australia is not a good place to watch me live, I think. Or lunch, yes, or both. Yeah, that would have been wise. Yeah, but so that's definitely one of the reasons why I'm so happy with the YouTube and why I'm putting the effort into uploading every match to YouTube, because I know that there's a lot of people out there who enjoyed the content, but who could not usually make this live. And you know, I'm more than happy to oblige there. So there's the column and that column. He hasn't blitzed yet, has he? That's surprising. Who shouldn't make this live because they're at work or something, Monkaji. Yeah, well, those people. Thanks, Andy. Thanks, I appreciate that. Actually, yeah. Blood Bowl is a game where you cannot afford to just get salty all the time. It's yeah. Although I have to admit, some of them. Oh, that's just nicely symmetrical. This is that helps. That helps a ton. Wow. Let's see how to get safest. So I blitz from this side so that even a push is good enough. Do I want to assist with him? The advantage of assisting with him is that... Yeah, Knorr, I was going to say, Knorr doesn't get that salty. In fact, Fash doesn't either. Yeah, I think this is the best play. So this is just a push, but fortunately we planned for that. Which means we can go here, for instance. Maybe here is better. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, here. Here's nice. can't quite get everyone around there due to the variable movement, but I can make a GFI, maybe. Oh, this is actually not necessarily perfectly safe just yet, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ah, that's quite far already. Oh, this is decent. This is very decent. Right, so can he get there? Don't want that getting surfed. So we've got 2 dice there. I don't want him making a 5+ here and hitting me. And again. Yeah, I think this is probably safe enough. Oh yeah, pow the catcher, just like that. Too bad they're armor 8. Do I want to tie this guy up? No, I think I'm alright. No. Okay, so we've got a dodge here. And a dodge there. We're not going to spend a reroll on it. Getting him out is better. 3+2+, yeah, baby. I feel so safe now. And I guess I might as well make it 3+2+ here as well. There we go. Just like that. That's pretty fucking secure, isn't it? Maybe at some point I should have risked handing off to a dancer. If it hadn't been raining, I would have probably handed off to a dancer by now. Yes, calmest of the most skilled level 2 coaches. And most skilled of the calm level 2 coaches, I guess? This is going pretty well so far. Especially this part of things is making me very happy. Handing off in the rain is too risky. Well, you know, if there were a turn where I was so much in control that I felt I could afford it, I might have done it. You know, I mean, I hand off to Saurus normally, and, you know, this is a lot safer than that. But that's the reroll gone. Splendid. No, well, I don't think that's really true, Monkey G, because if an outrageous play succeeds from my opponent, I tend to just, you know, laugh a lot.
Do you really love the lamp, or are you just saying it because you saw it?
I love lamp. I love lamp.
Like when I was playing against Fashbinder, he brought 10 human linemen and Griff. I killed Griff on turn 5. That was funny. But when he managed to tie with his 10 humans, that was also very funny. You know, I mean, that's... I think you kind of need that attitude. Okay, he's going to 3-die rookie lineman. CU Owls is going to get blitzed by the Ogre. And then I've got a block here and a blitz somewhere. Okay. Ogre success. I wonder whether we actually have an idea about what determines the order of the block dice as they're displayed. Because you get this... You get this log and it shows the skull to the left, but then you saw the dice on the screen and it showed the skull to the right and the pow to the left. I've actually almost misclicked into a skull based on that. So if this 2-die is good, then we've got a 3-die there. That's not good. So we don't have 3-die there. I'm not going to go and surf because reasons. Getting the thrower out is kind of nice though. He's got sure hands. And not that I have strip ball, but you know. In the rain, sure hands is still... Well, regardless, sure hands is still an asset, and in the rain even more so. I don't have to worry about ignoring threats and stuff, so I can just blitz him. Another 2 died there. Just don't quad it. There we go. Both down is fine. Ooh, I got him! Brilliant! 10 and 11. Splendid, splendid stuff. Alright, and running it in. Bavarian makes the 1-0, my catcher. There we go. And my KO stays out, but that's fine. Because I've got... Oh, I don't have reroll. I don't have setup save, of course, because I've never actually set this team up. I feel like with no thrower and rain, so no sure hands, no pass, 4+ catch, 4+ dodge, I can afford to go here. I feel like that's legit. Not exposing myself to getting hurt is pretty cool. Alright. Yeah, his snake eyes is what made it easy. Otherwise, I might have had to roll some more dice at some point. His snake eyes was a lot more untimely than mine, I think. Yeah, there's quite a bunch of good sound effects. In fact, there's a lot of them you can play as well, and you can find the list over there. Quick snap. Gee, I'm glad he didn't set up for a 1-turn, because this would have made it a lot easier.
Tentacles!
Wow. Yeah, it is pretty good. It's better if it's on topic. It's a bit long though. But it is really, really good. Right, so now we have 2 guys with 1 KO roll to make. That could be a bit of a pain. If both stay out, then I do have a bit of a number situation. Actually, not that much, because I got a Kaz. Yeah, isn't it just? Yes. Alright, survive this one. Gotta make this a 3-die though. There we are. I would have saved the Blitzer to blitz with. Oh, he's got another. Never mind. Never mind. Ogre, success. 3rd die or 1st die is the charm. Yeah, I'm really, really puzzled by that order change thing. Personally, I would have passed with a Blitzer to the catcher, because then you've got the catch reroll, and the Blitzer star player points are better anyway. That's a 3+, isn't it? 4+? No, 3+. Oh yeah, it's 3 and 1 or 2 and 2. That's right. Well, he got it. Catcher star player point. Yeah, run. GFIs? Just because you can? Nope. Right, halftime break. See you after these messages. So his guy is still out. One of my guys is still out. So we've got 10 versus 10. But should there be another drive, then I could get one of those guys back. And of course he cannot. I didn't save this, did I? Huh. You can throw the ball to any square, and that allows you to throw to an opponent. I'm pretty sure. I don't think I've ever done it. Yeah, actually, I've thrown a spiked ball at an opponent once. So yeah, it's definitely possible. Well, since we don't have that many guys worth protecting, well, actually, we do have this catcher, whom I would like to see blitzed. Let's see. This will not let him get a 2-die except with the ogre, which would be kind of nice, I guess. Yeah, let's not do stupid stuff like that. Alright, so... if he really, really wants to get 2 dice down here, he could. Spreading them out is also not bad. Do I have lineman SVP? No. No. That's fine. Yeah, spike ball is fun. I think I did this to a mummy or a tomb guardian as well, by the way. There's not that many players out there with 1 agility and low armor. I guess giving it to a thrower or something is decent. A thrower on a tackle zone or something. Like, here, hold my beer. Yeah, brilliant. Oh, that's evil. Yeah, that's nice, Arcade, because that way, even if he succeeds in the catch, then he's got... Thank you, Yagul. Appreciate that. Wow, brilliant. Yeah. It's slowly growing, the whole Patreon thing. And that's giving me a bit of reassurance that if I try to make this into a full-time thing, that it might work out. So yeah, really, really appreciate that. He doesn't have to blitz from here. He could blitz from there and breach the same squares. Have some more movement left. Yeah, that's true, the Lord. If you're really low on numbers. Yeah, unfortunately, Patreon doesn't let me do euros. Actually, it's an American page, and it only does American currency. Unfortunately. Slight risk on the 3-die there, but you know, it's a 3-die. Personally, I would have put this guy here first. You know, catchers, 2 dice. Don't want to give those out too easily. This is decent. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, no real rush, is there? So let's see. 4, 5, 6, 7, not quite enough. So if everything else works, this guy's dodging there. Or here, even. You're gonna go here. You're gonna go here. You're gonna go there. That's relatively risk-free, right? I mean, he can blitz with the ogre 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but that would be a crappy idea. Alright, that's good. From there. And go be friends with the other dancer. Like here-ish. If this works, then I've got my defenses set up fairly secure. And as a little bonus, I can go here. Yeah, decent turn. Not bad. These guys are now in the wrong side of the pitch. His only real option is going this way. These guys are in the way-ish. Splendid. Splendid. Yeah, thanks a lot, Yugal. Brilliant. I'm also going to be adding a new feature for patrons soon, existing and new patrons, by the way, and that's a private room in the Discord where from time to time I will be doing some just voice chat sessions, which can be about Blood Bowl or which can be about real stuff or whatever. I don't want to take away too much content from the regular viewers, but I do want to offer the Discord, the Patreon guys, something in return for their generous support, and I think just some regular chat sessions at times would be a good way to do that. Right, so now he's getting all bunched up and trying to go through the center. That means he's going for a fairly slow drive, which is probably the sensible play, but it can't get him the win, of course. It can get him the time. And that might force me to go for the sacking play. For now, the way I'm playing, I don't need to go for a sacking play. I'm playing 10 versus 10 as elves, right? If this fails, that would be splendid. No, got the hit. Got the hit. Now, the fact that he has the ball on the catcher means that a POW push is not good enough, but it also means that I quite likely can get a 2-die at some point, which would be a good time to do the hit. $777, huh, Morbid Orbits? Oh, that's actually a really cool idea, Monkey. So the spider, the sausages are a chat currency thing. You get them just by watching, or by killing the snotling at times. And if you want to use sound effects and stuff like that, then they cost sausages. So some of the simpler ones, the most standard ones, like the fumble sounds, like "ah," are really cheap. The cheer one, for instance, is also very cheap because I like being cheered on. But the more elaborate sounds, the ones that take up a lot of time or that are very invasive to the stream, those cost a lot more, and they are basically limited to the paying viewers, which are very welcome, who are... I do think I made Boo more expensive than cheering, actually. I wonder if I can manage it without leaving. So I could make a 1 die there. So I could make a half die here. But a half die with a dancer when you don't have... Against Mighty Blow, when you don't have an Apo, is, you know, not the safest way to develop your team. So I could jump in right now and hit the catcher there. Or here. Either works. Here's probably better because there's a lot of guys down here.
Just do it!
And if I do that from there, then I've still got him here, which is kind of good. Yeah, I think it's that time. It is that time. Oh, crap. Let's try that again. Thanks for following, Morgan. Much better. So we've got 2 dice on the ball. Dud. Well, don't do that too often, but at least it's not a turnover. That's something. That's something. Alright, so damage control. We don't really get decent blocks here. We could get a decent block there, though. That's kind of nice. That puts him in a good spot there. Which means I can kind of afford to be here. Let's try this. Oh well. Oh well. At least that wasn't a dancer. But this puts me in a far, far worse position than I was quite recently. It's not hopeless, but you know, I used a reroll on a sack, didn't get the sack, did expose my dancer, giving up a lot of blocks all of a sudden. Yeah, could be better.
What is dead may never die! I'm not dead!
So let's hope he screws up as badly as my team just did, and then maybe we're alright. He doesn't have the speed to just run through in one go, right? He needs to take this slowly. I might get another shot, but you know, I'm not exactly made of rerolls here, so that's not a POW. It's not a POW. I forgot what sound that was. No, that's not it.
Push me, and then just hurt me.
Can we do another not a POW, please? That would be great.
Push me.
Okay. POW, but not on the dancer. Splendid. Well, for some values of splendid. Yeah, well, I have to say I'm enjoying the show quite a bit as well. I mean, I enjoyed it more when I was the one handing out the spoilers and everyone else was watching the series. Well, of course, a lot of you guys will have probably been reading as well. Okay, so simply getting up here and blitzing there could be enough. Could be enough. Or even take him from behind. This guy's going to assist somewhere, and he's going to get another 2-die block. Oh well. Oh well.
Fatality.
That's sad. Oh, and the 1 die is good too, which means he's got another 2 die in addition. Dead elves, yes.
I'll tell you what's wrong with it, my lad. It's dead. That's what's wrong with it. It's passed on. It has ceased to be.
No, Seed! He's fine. Yeah, so this numbers game is going south rapidly. But I do have a fairly decent shot right now, I think. Because he stands up, he 1 dies this. I blitz in. If this 1 die is a knockdown, then I've got 2 dice on the ball. But, never mind. Yeah, I've got 2 dice on the ball anyway, haven't I? Because I don't even need this assist. So I put him here, because that creates a gap for the catcher to go through. I follow. And there we go. Another 2 die on the ball, this time without having to leap. Splendid. Splendid. Not so splendid. Come on! 6 dice on the ball? Yeah. Fucking catcher. Okay. I guess we tie? That's about where this is now. Well, I could still succeed without rerolls, of course.
All right. We'll call it a draw.
Thank you, Skitsunio. Splendid timing also. And followed by more skull. Ouch. Ouch. The push is on there twice, Altain. That was not good. Yeah, knowing stuff like that is crucial to getting your probabilities right. Well, the injuries don't bother me that much. I mean, I'm playing Wood Elves, right? This is expected. But once you've had 6 dice on the ball carrier, where both down is good, you would kind of hope to get the ball on the ground once. Yeah. Yeah, it does make strip ball more valuable. That is very true. It also makes crowd surfing a lot more viable. Yeah. Yeah, this guy just... You can just... Okay, that's nice. One reroll, 2 catchers, and a thrower. Yeah, I can see how that can be kept. I guess he could also suffer a 2-to-1 grind, even though I don't have a reroll. I do potentially have catch, and I potentially have 9 players. Yeah, it's true, Verbal. It's true. But you still will find quite a number of games where you don't face sure hands. And you don't just need it against the slow teams, you need it against the fast teams as well. But yeah, the numbers definitely caught up with me there. Also, hi Verbal. Okay, so this guy has... Oh wait, that's a 1 die. This guy might have a shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This guy's a 2 GFI shot. The dancer's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, way too far. Oh, that's gonna be a reroll, I guess. Yep. And actually, since this is my catcher, he's got dodge. He's not down. But it does close this screen here, making my options a bit more limited. What are my options? He pushes him there. No, he doesn't. Oh, sensible ogre. Damn it. Why you gotta be sensible like that, ogre? I don't like that at all. I was already planning for you to help me by pushing me there. Crap. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. So jumping in then. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One go to jump in there. It doesn't buy me much, does it? It does not buy me nearly enough. But I've got to try at this point. So I'll keep one dancer behind so that if the ball does something funky, I can respond, maybe. Or ignoring threat catcher, maybe. Yeah, no. I'll just go here. Here. He's got dodge anyway, so that's kind of good. You go there. So blitz 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Am I better off stealing a dodge corner somewhere? That depends on how these early dodges go, so let's not decide on that yet. First one's good. That's not going to make a difference, is it? No, never mind. Alright, second one is also good. Now we've got a leap and a GFI. Come on, be good! No. Yeah, this is looking awfully lot like a tie, isn't it? I see we've reached a new low in chat up there. Yes. TV management, long-term leagues, player team 50-50-ish. Do it, Juggle. Definitely do it. Because the bigger you're playing, the more team value you're playing down, the less the inducements you're giving up will matter, right? Because the first 150 give up a wizard. The next 50 will give up a babe. But if you're playing 500k down, who cares if you're playing 600 or 7? At that point, inducements don't matter that much. And then this could be yeah, I could see myself lose this as well, because I don't have a reroll. I don't have that much. Definitely agility 5 dropping clangers, no doubt about it. Hell, I take agility 5 on a skink. on a ghoul, it's splendid. Yeah, so if you're matched by team value, then it's pretty sucky to be very bloaty. But even then, I think 12 Dark Elves is just fine, and the Witch is well worth her weight. But if you're matched so... Well, Morg against Dark Elves, Morg is crap. I mean, you've got blodge all over the place. And Morg has got, what? Strength. You just dodge away. It's fine. No, I would not take Agility 2 or 3 on a Fling Tree, Diog. Definitely not. No, I think Morg is not a threat. Morg is nice if your opponent has no claw and no agility 4. Yeah, Morg has +1 to every stat, and he's got block, and he's got no nega trait. So his movement is 6 instead of 5. His strength is 6 instead of 5. His agility is 3 against a 2, and his armor is 10 instead of 9. Just +1 on everything. And then block and no bonehead. I don't mind playing against Morg at all. So the logic that I just described, where you say, well, I'm playing down so far, I might as well play down some more. That logic is what won me the Warpstone Open on Fumble. I had Wood Elves there, team value 2200-ish, 12 players, no catchers, no tree. And then I figured, well, at this point I'm giving up a wizard every game. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to go big before Spiraling Expenses eats all of my money. And so I bought a tree, and I bought a catcher, and I bought 2 rerolls, and then my team was something like 25 or 2600 even, and it grew to 2910 before it broke, and managed to win the majors with it, so that was pretty cool. Thanks for following, Macus Gloth. Yeah, you definitely want to protect that guy a little bit, dropping clangers. So we've got a stunned dancer over here. He's going to get fouled now, I guess. Okay, this dancer's still alive. Can you reach that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can. Pretty tough though. 4. So I'd have to leap here. Yeah, let's not go with that. So this guy could go 3. I feel like I need my dancer closer to threaten, to force him to score sooner. Might as well do it with him, because he's standing next to the ogre. 3+, 2+ for a 2 die. Let's just try it. Nope! Nope, 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 nope. Hi there, Valenich. The title is what the title should be, but maybe it didn't update or something. But thank you all the same. So if he scores now, I've got 3 turns, no rerolls, and anywhere between 11, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Anywhere between 9 and 6 players. Oh, what? Really? That's... Please do this. Please, please do this. Yes, thank you for making that bonehead. Ah. Well, it looks like he's going to score now, because there's no way he would be doing this if he were really pushing to stall. Well, this guy's got blocks, so I guess that kind of makes sense. Yes, I do have that, actually, Kayeka. Oh, and another KO.
And another one gone, and another one gone. Another one bites the dust.
And score! That means he's got 2 turns to try and steal, and I've got 3 turns to try and score. I think I still have a catcher. I also have 2 dancers, but I have... five elves. Yeah, that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks. Okay. One dancer to catch.
2,
Sorry,
5,
to carry.
3.
Oh, I don't have a catcher either. I do not have a catcher. So one dancer to pick up. Because holding the ball with the dancer is just good. Actually, three for the LOS. 1 to pick up. And 1 to run off. I think a tie is relatively unlikely now. Yeah, I've done situations like this before successfully. That's very true. That's very true. And with Dancer, yeah, he's not gonna. Having the catcher would help a lot, though. Huh. This is actually not bad at all for him now. However... So the dancer who goes to do the pickup will be here. The dancer who will be scoring will be there. That's still not good enough, is it? Because I still need a guy here. Lineman for the pickup. Yeah, but that's banking on the success. So suppose I go like this, right? Then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Blitz here would ruin me, of course, but you know, just a failed pickup would ruin me already. Oh man. Yeah, agreed, verbal. Agreed. Having a blitzer there would be a ton better. If this is a push, I'm also rather screwed, of course. Yeah, I don't see it getting much better than this, I'm afraid. Ha! Wow! That helps a ton. That helps so much. Because now, this dancer can do the pickup. This dancer can blitz from there with an assist from here. Blitz and then run. That is huge. That is bloody huge. And the kick is shallow too, which is perfect for me. I can even try the pass this turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the dancer would have to be here, which is still fairly stoppable. But GFIing there is just not an option. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So we go there. We go there. And we go there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would be kind of bad, would it not? That would be kind of iffy. However, can I get safe otherwise, right? If it fails, I'm getting him surfed. If it succeeds, he's kind of safe because, you know, no one in their right mind is going to try and stop that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could also leap it and then hand off. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I could make it 2. I can make it 2+ with a dodge, which is fine because I've got dodge anyway. Yeah, that's worth it. That's worth it. No, I'm not assuming I'm making the pickup, but there's no point worrying about what happens if I don't, right? 2+, yes. 2+ with reroll, yes. 2+, yes. 2+, yes! Splendid. Splendid. I could still lose. But this was nice. This was nice. And as a bonus, AVQC is now MVP ready. If he serves this dancer, then my chance of a touchdown just went up by a bunch, so I wouldn't mind that. If he serves this dancer, though, that I would be annoyed. Fine. Yeah, that makes more sense. So, before the game ends and I have to stop this, by the way, I just wanted to point out that I'll be back with more Blood Bowl 2 later tonight. I'll be here to play my next G-Man game, and I think that's 8:30 p.m. 8:30 p.m. CEST. All right, this makes way more sense to me than surfing the dancer, actually. He can crowd me fairly well there, force me to make some rolls. So I think... Thanks for following, Kondech. And correct me if I'm mangling your name there. Let's see, the dodge would be 75%, the leap would be 3+. Yeah. You're forgetting something, dude. Dude. Rautanaama, you're forgetting. Dude! It's the Knorring threat. Aww, he's forgetting the Knorring threat. Now if I fail... Aww. Aww, if he looks back at this, he's gonna go, wow, I could have put a guy there. Yeah, right. So the 3+ blitz, the 3+ leap is better than the 4+ dodge. Well, actually no, but I might need the dodge later. So the 4+ is 75% and the leap is 67. But then if this is, regardless of what this is, I might need the dodge there, but that's, so if this is both down, I definitely, it's tricky because the relative need for the reroll depends. So if this is a push, I've already gotten 2+ there, but this is 75%, and then there's another 16%. Or I could blitz here on a 1 die, but no, there's no way that's better. Wow, I'm way too tired to compute this. Oh, there we go. So the push is better here, of course. And then we go there and there. No snakes, thank you! Woo! That was tense. Oh, right, we still have 1 turn from him and then 1 turn from me. Wow, those guys are really, really sleepy. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say if he can 1 turn this, be my guest, because those guys. Yeah, I know I have a turn 16. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna 1 turn, but yeah. Yeah, those guys are having a very, very excellent nap here. It would be cool if you had a counter babe inducement where you could give the opponent a -1 to. Okay, that's a good kick. Yeah, of course you could verbal. So could I. But then again, I don't think my 2 ward answers would have made enough of a difference. Yeah, normally I like to put up a bit more defense against the 1 turn, but with no Apo and no reason to assume he knows how to 1 turn, I think this is decent enough, and you know. Yay, 1 down. We do have a dead guy, but, you know, it's a lineman. We get a journeyman who's almost as good, and he can go on the line. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, easy. Not using the catcher to catch is a bit weird, of course, because if you want to farm those star player points, then he'd be the guy to pass them to. And he'd be the guy to pass with, since blitz or star player points are way better. Yeah, it was very tense, Andy. It was very tense, definitely so. Fast is good, and the catch he's got a reroll for, so that's fine. So now he almost skilled his catcher. I don't have skills unless the MVP falls. Wow, Zacharel did well. Huh. 5 star player points, not bad. And my catcher got 3 as well. Ah, that's good. Oh yeah, I blitzed the thrower with him, of course. Oh, nice little turn 16 foul action. And it worked too, because Monkey got nothing. I'm not gonna make a GFI with the Dancer because that would be stupid. But I can make a dodge with Beanchilla to hurt this guy, for instance, because there's nothing being risked here. No, it's fine. I mean, it's just part of the game. Turn 16 fouls are just part of the game. And of course, I'm not above them myself. But if you're gonna foul turn 16... Oh, I'm not gonna foul turn 16! I was gonna foul him with the Dancer. But no. But no. Aww. Yay! I won! So, yeah, about the group that I'm in OCC 2, the good news is that there's no dwarves. The bad news is that there's no chaos. Chaos are were the most represented, well, at least this is not the dead guy, we're the most represented team in the league, the most represented race, I should say. But, yeah, they didn't get in my group, which is kind of sad. There is, however, another team called the Morning Woodies. Yes, really. They arranged them by alphabet. This guy got stuck in here later when one dropped out, but everything else is by alphabet. So we've got my Wood Elves, we've got these Wood Elves with a brilliant name. Then we've got Dark Elves, Undead, Humans, and more Undead. So I guess these are the 3 teams most likely to get tackle soon, since they're facing 3 Elves. And actually, tackle is useful in this one all over the board. We can actually see who we're playing when. So I just beat the Humans. Then next up, I'm up against my counterpart, Wood Elves. And after that... wait, which one am I? This one. Mortachi, that sounds like Undead. Then Lords and Ladies, that's the Dark Elves, I believe. And then Dulce and Decorum. Dulce is sweet, right? Who are they again? I guess they were the other Undead. Yes, that makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Alright YouTube, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, remember to leave it a thumbs up at the bottom. And of course, if you'd like to see more videos, do check out the channel and hit subscribe on your top right.